Hi everybody. So this is just a quick video while I'm on my walk to, do a final invite for people to attend the demonstration tomorrow at 1 p.m. outside Dail in Dublin. It's a protest against our new Minister for Children, Roderick O'Gorman, and his association to paedophile apologist, paedophile advocate Peter Tatchell. And it'd be one thing if the guy had clarified from the start, our Minister for Children, and said whatever from the off, but his instinct was to go into hiding for a week and then come out and call all of the people who have a problem with that and want clarification, to call all of those people homophobes and far right and all of this kind of stuff. It's not a healthy attitude for a Minister for Children to have. And the fact that Micheál Martin was reluctant to step in on that, to talk about it as Taoiseach, and the fact that the entire Irish media soft-pedalled it. They ignored it for a week and then they say whatever Roderick O'Gorman, the Minister for Children, wants to say. It just doesn't feel like a very tenable situation for our country to have such a repressive environment when people are simply trying to talk about creeping child sex advocacy, for the creeping and kind of slow walking of a normalisation of paedophilia under the guise of, this has nothing to do with gay people, but under the guise very often of other social issues. So it could be hidden in other social agendas, love is love, whatever you want, and expanding the acceptability of being able to talk about, for example, as Peter Tatchell did, how 9-year-olds can have sex with adults and get great joy from it and stuff like that. It's just, this stuff is being soft-pedalled, and when people have a problem with it, I'm going to go the other way now. When people have a problem with that, they get called all sorts of things and the media just ignore it. Also, it applies to the sex education thing of a lot of parents. It's not a small number, it's a lot of parents have an issue with the radical sex education stuff. It's not just the birds and bees, it's some crazy stuff, like your children getting transgender operations without the consent of people. It won't be long until that's the case. You basically don't have the first say over your kid anymore, and meanwhile they're in school being told all sorts of stuff. We see, it's a studied thing that when schools start teaching about gender identification and all of this stuff, there's a huge spike in kids identifying as the other gender, and that can end in surgeries, which is very often regretted by the individual who's done it. So it's just any policy like that regarding children. There needs to be a kind of an environment where people can bring up their concerns and that it's listened to and valid and seen as valid, because we are talking about children here. And what Roderick O'Gorman has demonstrated in the last week is that he will come out and attack people who have those concerns. So it's across the board. I suppose you could call it a general protest, but you get the gist. Starting really from 1 p.m. tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to it. Should be a nice get-together. Maybe some social distancing, I think, is going to be practiced, and it'll be done responsibly. But of course, we have had protests all over the country for the past few weeks anyway, with the American issue. But so anyway, it's good. I think the weather's going to be nice. It's going to be a good day. So if you could in any way make it to Dublin at all, that would be great, and I would love to see you there. So thanks for watching. Take it easy, lads. See ya. Hopefully tomorrow.